SQL Server Index maintenance module is going on, and we are discussing about the access method, which is singleton lookup or seek access method. And in this method, we have discussed in the last video that the only one matching record is required, and so the storage engine will go to the index metadata. It will find out the root page first, then it will read into the memory, and from this root page it will go to the down level and to the appropriate intermediate level page, and it will find from this intermediate level page that which page is exact over page on the leaf level. So then it will take that page into the memory, and then it will do the binary search on that page, and we'll find out the our required value. So this is very fast and efficient method. Now we will go to the SQL server and we will check there this seek method. So this is the SQL server, and in this SQL server we have our trading DB. Uh, in this trading DB we have one table. This is the table name is the product, and this table have the column company ID, item ID. Item ID is the integer and identity field, item code, its varchar, description, and sale price. And this table has the cluster index. This is the cluster index on this item ID column, and this non-cluster index I am not using right now. And I already have created this table, and this table have the records more than 13,000. And now suppose I'm going to search this one value, so it should have to use the seek method, as we discussed in our this presentation, that this when we are going to search only one record, so the SQL Server store engine will decide to use the singleton lookup or seek lookup. And so I switched on this actual execution plan. So now when I'm going to execute this query, so it's bring only one record, matching record, and the method, if you am checking this execution plan, so this is the index seek method is used to find out this search, to find out this particular ID into the memory. The method is use index seek. So now if I'm going to study the index structure, we have know how to check the metadata. First, this is the in this database I'm going to check for this product table the metadata. The metadata giving the information to the storage engine about that how these pages are assigned to this product tables index, and the for root index, what is the page ID for the root index. So this is the root is index page is starting from 232. This one mean this is the file ID, and in this file ID the root page is starting from 232. So if I'm going to this 232, this root page will contains the index pages down to this index structure. So how many pages are there? So I'm going to check this root page. To check this root page, this is the dbcc command, dbcc page. But before to use this command, we must have to on this 3604 flag. If we will trace on this flag, then it will display the output on this terminal. Otherwise, it will not display the any output. So I'm going to use this dbcc command to check this root page. And now this is the page ID 232, which we find out before that this is the root page, and this root page contains the child page IDs. So these root page has this much child page, which are almost one which are I think so it's 164 pages. This I have here these pages in the Excel. and this is the 164 pages. So the root page has 164 pages, which contains this our cluster index key, item ID, and this is the key values. So the first root page, this is the page root page ID, and this is the level 1 mean this is the index level, and on this the this is the child page ID, and in child page ID they have the item key 94. So we have this page contains the records for this cluster index, the cluster index key, which is starting from the 94. And the next page, this after this page 256, there is the next page 257, and the on this page the item ID is starting from 184. So the from 94, this is only the starting page ID. So if I'm going to check this child page ID, which is the leaf level page, which is the data page, it contains the actual data of this index. So if I'm going to check page this is the header part of this page, and now this is the page ID starting from the 94, which we have checked on this root page. So it's starting from the 94, and this table have we have seen this table, product table, have the field company ID, item ID, and this company ID, item ID, item code, description, and sale price. Oh, so we can find out here, this is the item ID, this is the company ID, this is the item code, and this is the sale price for this first, and then the next record will be started, item ID 95. So it will go next, item ID 96, and the last ID on this page, this is the last ID 183. So this is the last ID on this page, because the next page we have seen, if we'll check again this the root page ID, if we can find out that this root page have this page 256, which where this 94 item ID, and then the next page ID is starting for 184. From 94 until 183 IDs exist on this 256. So we are searching 101 over required ID is 101. So it exists on this page ID 256. So the storage engine knows about that one, so it will go to the required page ID, it will read this 256 page ID into the memory, and now this 256 page ID have um, 90 records. From 94 until 183, it's almost 90 records. So from this 90 records, the storage engineer will not do the sequential sort, it will not read one by one each record for starting from 94, then 95, then 99. It will not, it will do the binary search, it will find out the middle record of this page ID, and it will match that the middle record is matching with the our required ID. If not, then it will compare, okay, the our required ID is greater than from the middle ID or less than. If it is greater than, it will discard the first part, and then it will go to the next part, and again it will take the middle ID from the remaining part, and it will match the required ID as we have seen in the previous video. So in this way it will find out the matching record, and this is the binary search. And binary search, for the binary search, the is for the records always sorted, and this is very efficient, and thus there is very less CPU cycles are consumed. So it will give us the result very fast progress. So the binary search is working like this one, and we can find out the how the index storage engine find out the root page ID, the index from this index metadata, and then how can it will know to go through this one? This all from this root page ID. They have the enough information. So in this way, the this search method is working.